Welcome, everyone, to another exciting journey into the financial world. Your subscription and likes mean a lot to us. Let's dive in. Today, we're going to take a fascinating trip into the world of dividends. Now, you might be wondering, what is a dividend? Well, simply put, when a company makes a profit, a portion of that profit might be shared with its shareholders. This share of the profit is what we call a dividend. But it's not just about getting a piece of the pie. Dividends can be a powerful tool in your investment arsenal. They can provide you with a steady stream of income without requiring you to sell off any of your shares. This is what we refer to as passive income. It's like having a money tree in your backyard that keeps dropping dollars, whether you're awake, asleep, on vacation, or just enjoying a cup of tea on a lazy Sunday afternoon. Now, not all companies pay dividends. Some prefer to reinvest their profits back into the business for growth. But those that do offer a unique opportunity for investors to earn while they hold. It's a bit like getting paid to wait. One of the key benefits of dividends is their predictability. Unlike stock prices that can swing wildly from one day to the next, dividends tend to be more stable and reliable. This makes them particularly appealing to those who prefer a more conservative investment strategy. But dividends are not just for the cautious investor. They can also be a powerful tool for those seeking to grow their wealth. This is where the concept of dividend reinvestment comes into play. By reinvesting your dividends back into buying more shares, you can considerably accelerate the growth of your investment over time. It's a bit like rolling a snowball down a hill. The more it rolls, the bigger it gets. And who better to guide us through this world of dividends than one of the greatest investors of our time, Warren Buffett. His strategies have made him one of the wealthiest individuals on the planet and have stood the test of time. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the strategies of one of the greatest investors of our time, Warren Buffett. Now, who exactly is Warren Buffett, and why should we care about his investment strategies? If you've ever dipped your toes into the world of investing, you've probably heard of him. Warren Edward Buffett, born in the year of 1930, is an American business magnate, investor, and philanthropist. He is considered one of the most successful investors in the world and has consistently been ranked among the world's wealthiest people. What sets Buffett apart is his investment philosophy, often referred to as value investing. This approach focuses on buying shares in companies that are undervalued by the market but have a strong potential for growth in the long term. It's not about quick wins or short-term gains for Buffett. Instead, he believes in the power of compound interest and the stability of long-term investments. Another cornerstone of Buffett's philosophy is his emphasis on understanding the businesses in which he invests. He only invests in companies that he comprehends and believes have a competitive edge. This way, he can confidently hold on to his investments for years or even decades, regardless of market fluctuations. So why should we care about Buffett's strategies? Simply because they work. His net worth of over $80 billion is testament to the effectiveness of his methods. His approach can serve as a guide for those who wish to build wealth over time rather than chasing quick, high-risk returns. In the words of Buffett himself, it's far better to buy a wonderful company at a fair price than a fair company at a wonderful price. And that, in essence, is the philosophy that has made Warren Buffett one of the most respected and successful investors in the world. So, what exactly is Warren Buffett's dividend strategy? You may ask, and rightly so. This strategy has been a cornerstone of Buffett's investment philosophy, contributing significantly to his success. At the heart of this strategy is a focus on companies with strong fundamentals. Buffett doesn't just look for any company that pays dividends. Instead, he seeks out enterprises that consistently generate substantial profits. These are typically established companies, leaders in their respective industries, with a proven track record of success. The reasoning behind this? Well, these companies are more likely to continue paying dividends in the future. They have steady cash flows and are less likely to cut their dividends during economic downturns. This provides a level of income stability that is especially appealing to long-term investors. Another key aspect of Buffett's dividend strategy is the focus on companies that consistently increase their dividends. He's not merely satisfied with a company that pays dividends. He wants to see those dividends grow over time. Why? Because increasing dividends is a sign of a healthy and growing company. It indicates that the management is confident about the company's future prospects. Moreover, Buffett prefers to reinvest his dividends rather than taking them as cash. By doing so, he increases his holdings in the company, which in turn increases his future dividends. It's a classic example of compounding, which Einstein famously referred to as the eighth wonder of the world. Now, Buffett isn't just a passive investor. He's known for his active involvement in the companies he invests in. He believes in understanding the company's business model, its competitive advantage, and its industry. He's not just investing in a company, he's investing in its future. This strategy might seem simple, but it requires patience, discipline, and a thorough understanding of the company and its industry. It's not about chasing high dividend yields. It's about investing in companies with the potential for long-term growth and consistent dividend payouts. As Buffett once said, our favorite holding period is forever. And that, my friends, is the essence of Warren Buffett's dividend strategy. It's not about quick gains. It's about investing for the long haul. It's about understanding the value of a company and patiently waiting for it to realize its potential. But how can one live off dividends, as Warren Buffett suggests? It's a great question, and it's not as complicated as you might think. Buffett's strategy hinges on the idea of using dividends as a reliable source of income. In essence, it's about investing in solid, profitable companies that regularly pay out dividends to their shareholders. These dividends then become a consistent income stream, supplementing your regular income or even becoming your primary source of money. Think of it as planting a seed. You water it, nurture it, and over time it grows into a tree. This tree then bears fruit, which you can harvest every year. In this analogy, the seed is your initial investment, the tree is the company you've invested in, and the fruit is the dividends. The more seeds you plant, and the better you care for your trees, the more fruit you'll have. This strategy is not about making a quick buck. It's about patience and long-term planning. The key is to reinvest the dividends you receive back into buying more shares of the company. Over time, the compound interest will work its magic, and your initial investment will grow exponentially. It's also about diversification. Buffett doesn't put all his eggs in one basket. He spreads his investments across various sectors and industries. This way, if one sector faces a downturn, the other investments can help balance the loss. Essentially, it's about minimizing risk and maximizing returns. Now, this doesn't mean you can just sit back and watch the money roll in. It requires research, understanding the market, and regularly monitoring your investments. It's about being proactive, not reactive. And it's not just for the wealthy. Anyone can start investing in dividends. It's about starting small and gradually building your portfolio. It's about making your money work for you rather than you working for your money. So living off dividends is about more than just making money. It's about financial independence, security, and freedom. It's about creating a sustainable income that can support you and your loved ones. Remember, the goal is not to get rich quick, but to build long-term wealth. Let's take a closer look at one of Buffett's most famous investments, Berkshire Hathaway. This multinational conglomerate holding company is a shining testament to Buffett's dividend strategy. Buffett's involvement with Berkshire Hathaway began in the early 1960s, and it's been a fascinating journey since then. When Buffett first invested in Berkshire Hathaway, it was a struggling textile company, but he saw potential where others didn't. He saw a company with solid fundamentals that was undervalued by the market. Buffett took control, steered its course towards insurance and other investments, and the rest is history. Berkshire Hathaway doesn't pay dividends, but don't let that fool you. The company's earnings are reinvested back into the business, which has led to significant growth in its book value per share. This, in turn, has led to a tremendous increase in its stock price. Berkshire Hathaway's Class A shares, which were trading at around $7.50 in the early 1960s, are now worth hundreds of thousands of dollars each. That's the power of compounding, another key aspect of Buffett's strategy. Buffett's approach with Berkshire Hathaway isn't about immediate income. It's about long-term capital appreciation. It's about investing in a company that has the potential to grow and provide consistent returns over an extended period. And Berkshire Hathaway has done just that. It's important to remember that Buffett's strategy is not about chasing the highest yield. It's about finding solid companies that can provide consistent returns. Berkshire Hathaway is a prime example of this approach. It's not about flashy numbers or short-term gains. It's about steady, consistent growth. It's about understanding the company you're investing in, believing in its potential, and having the patience to let your investment grow. And so, as we delve deeper into the world of Warren Buffett and his dividend strategy, remember this: success in investing doesn't come from chasing the highest yield. It comes from understanding and believing in the potential of the companies you invest in. As you can see, Buffett's strategy is not about chasing the highest yield, but about finding solid companies that can provide consistent returns. Now that we understand Buffett's strategy, how can we apply it to our own investments? Let's dive into the practical application of this approach. First and foremost, look for companies that consistently pay dividends. This is a hallmark of Buffett's strategy. Seek out businesses with a record of regular and increasing dividend payouts. This indicates a strong, stable operation with a commitment to shareholder returns. Next, be sure to understand the business you're investing in. Buffett never invests in what he doesn't understand. This means doing your homework. Research the company, its industry, and its competitors. Understand the company's business model and how it generates income. Thirdly, evaluate the company's management. Buffett places a great deal of importance on the integrity and competence of a company's leadership. He looks for managers who are honest, communicative, and have a proven track record of success. Our fourth step is to look at the company's financial health. Buffett uses several financial ratios and indicators to assess a company's health. These include the debt-to-equity ratio, return on equity, and the company's profit margins. A healthy company will have low debt, high return on equity, and strong profit margins. Lastly, patience is paramount. Buffett is a long-term investor. He doesn't jump in and out of stocks based on short-term market fluctuations. Instead, he invests in companies with the intention of holding on to them for years, even decades. This requires a great deal of patience and discipline. In addition to these steps, it's important to diversify your portfolio. Although Buffett is known for his concentrated investments, he also owns a wide variety of stocks across different sectors. Diversification can help protect your portfolio from market volatility and reduce risk. And remember, investing is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It takes time and discipline. It's about steady growth over the long term. As Buffett himself says, someone is sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. Remember, patience and discipline are key to successful investing. However, like any investment strategy, Buffett's approach comes with its own set of risks and challenges. Certainly, the path to living off dividends isn't a straightforward, smooth road. There are bumps to navigate, and it's crucial to be aware of them. Let's dive into the potential drawbacks of implementing Buffett's dividend strategy. First off, there's the risk of market volatility. The stock market is a mercurial creature, fluctuating in response to global events, economic conditions, and a myriad of other factors. Even with a steady stream of dividends, the value of your initial investment can fluctuate, sometimes wildly. It's vital to keep a cool head in these situations and remember that investing is a long-term game. Next, let's talk about company performance. When you invest in a company, you're essentially betting on its future. If the company's profits take a hit, it can directly impact your dividends. It's why Buffett's strategy places a heavy emphasis on thorough research and choosing companies with a strong track record. Then, there's the challenge of diversification. Buffett's strategy typically involves investing heavily in a handful of companies. While this can lead to substantial returns if these companies perform well, it also means your portfolio is less diversified. In the event one of these companies underperforms, your financial health could take a significant hit. Lastly, there's the challenge of patience. Living off dividends is not a get-rich-quick tactic. It's a slow and steady strategy that requires time and discipline. The dividends might seem minuscule at first, but they grow over time, and with reinvestment can become a significant income stream. These are just a few of the risks and challenges inherent in Buffett's dividend strategy. But remember, every investment strategy comes with its own set of risks. The key is understanding these risks, preparing for them, and having a plan to navigate through them. As Buffett himself has said, risk comes from not knowing what you're doing. So arm yourself with knowledge and make informed decisions. That's the fastest way to living off dividends. Let's recap what we've learned today about Warren Buffett's dividend strategy. We started off by delving into the intriguing world of dividends, where we discovered that these regular payouts by companies can be a steady source of income for investors. We then explored the life and investment philosophy of the Oracle of Omaha, Warren Buffett. He's a man who believes in the power of patience and long-term investment. We learned that Buffett's strategy is not about chasing the next big thing, but about investing in solid, reliable companies that consistently pay out dividends. We then discussed how one could potentially live off dividends, a concept that may seem foreign to many. However, as we uncovered, with the right strategy and mindset, it is indeed possible to generate a monthly income of $4,400, just like Buffett. Berkshire Hathaway, Buffett's investment vehicle, was our next stop. We learned about its diverse portfolio, which is primarily composed of companies that regularly pay dividends. This portfolio is a testament to Buffett's investment philosophy and a shining example of how to invest for steady income. We also talked about how to implement Buffett's strategy. We learned that it's not about copying his investments exactly, but about understanding his principles and adapting them to one's own financial situation and goals. However, it was also important to acknowledge the risks and challenges of this strategy. Investing is never without risk, and it requires careful planning, analysis, and a healthy dose of patience. We hope you've enjoyed this journey into the world of dividends and the mind of Warren Buffett. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content. Thank you for watching.